Grand Theft Auto 6 has taken around 8+ years to make, and within that time, I feel the devs have had a lot of time to strategize and brainstorm. Well, not much has been leaked about the game itself other than the trailer and some leaked information online, but here are some things that I think needs to be in the game, because when I myself play video games, I only care about two things when it comes to video games. That's realism and replayability. Now some of these are far-fetched, some of these are common sense. Either way, let's dive straight in. Number 1. Gas stations, or petrol stations for us UK peasants. There was divided opinion in this because I read on some forums that some people either liked them or found that they would be a hindrance. And well, I get it, but if you're going for realism, would it not make sense to have a car run out of fuel? I mean, if you can play about with the stock market and make wads of cash in Grand Theft Auto 5, then paying a little money in GTA 6 to top up your car shouldn't be too much of an issue. But let's take it one step further. What about wanted levels or cops coming after you if you fail to pay for your fuel? Okay, you get the point here, right? But a great addition in my opinion nonetheless. Fuel stations, anyone? Number 2, more methods of transport. Now I'm going off the size of the map, which is claimed to be absolutely monumental. Or perhaps train travel methods as they've done in previous games. Maybe this time, you can either simulate or not simulate the train journey and maybe roam around the train. What about small airports? So that you can travel by paying throughout the map. I know the devs did say that they will regularly update the map over time, so it gets bigger over time. But I think having small airports would be pretty cool, if indeed the map will be that huge. And of course, let's stick with the old taxi/Uber system, as I found that to be quite helpful in the previous games. Number 3. Now the big one, buildings that you can enter. I'm sure we can all agree here. I know it's going to be difficult this time around given how huge the map is going to be. But I can't tell you the amount of times I roamed around the map in GTA 5 and came across stores and buildings and was quite intrigued by them, only to notice I can't actually go in. Now this, I believe, would make the game a hell of a lot more intriguing for sure. Being able to just roam around one corner of this gargantuan map and then being able to wander indoors somewhere. Now I know this one is a little far-fetched and some of you might even be telling me to hush, but stick with me on this one. Wouldn't it be cool for you to fuel your car at the station and then hop across the street to sit down in a random hotel lobby, people watching? Again, a pretty big ask, but this would be an awesome feature in my eyes. Now on the topic of enterable buildings, I do think adding in more restaurants, malls, supermarkets and socializing places would also be pretty neat. Basically, let's make it as realistic as possible. I mean, Vice City had an airport that you could roam around in, so why not do something similar here? Number 4, your body. Yes, this is the one I'm really pushing for. Let's take a page out of San Andreas' book here. Why the gym wasn't featured in GTA 4 and 5, I couldn't tell you. But given the Miami-esque setting with this GTA, I'm pretty sure the devs will add in a feature where you can beef up your character. I know it seems that there'll be a female lead based on the trailer, but I'm pretty sure you can control the male character too, and if so, why not add in gyms? Why not let your character work on their body? I'm sure you can squeeze a little outdoor gym area, which kind of resembles Muscle Beach in California. I think this is the one that will make a return. I am absolutely sure of it. In fact, I, myself, tiny channel here, made a whole video dedicated to this very topic that you can check out. But having some sort of change to your character's physique that would impact like the running animation, swimming, fighting, and even the amount of damage you take also would be pretty realistic. Red Dead Redemption was known for having many moments of realism and such attention to detail, and the game was made by Rockstar, so why not put that same level of effort into this game? Number 5, gangs. Now, this is one of my favorite parts of San Andreas. Being part of a gang where your reputation can change, you can recruit other people to be part of your gang also. Although I'm not sure how this would work in the setting of San Andreas, as the setting of San Andreas is a lot different, and it catered to that approach. But how this would work in Vice City would be anyone's guess. But maybe, just maybe, you can be involved in some organized crime as a side quest that's outside the main storyline, and let's flesh it out a little bit. I think the one in GTA 5 is a little pathetic. But nonetheless, given how huge the map is going to be and the fact the game will be on the PlayStation 5, I see no reason why the devs can't push this game to its absolute limits and add in these extra features that would, in my opinion, add to the replay value for sure. So let's add some proper organized crime as a side quest. Number 6, A better wanted system. Now this is an odd one considering police are a huge factor in the Grand Theft Auto games, but I definitely think this can be tidied up a little bit. Especially since in previous games, you can kill someone in the map somewhere remotely with nobody around and you'd still get cops on your back. So how about this time, if you are in a place where there are no witnesses, you get away with crimes. Let's take a page out of the Hitman series whereby if someone witnesses an incident, they report it, or the cops are around and it's a busy place, then yeah, you'll get a wanted level that goes up. Another thing, now this is a nitpick, but how about a warning system when you accidentally bump into a police car? This one really annoyed me as it ruined the playthrough for me in previous games. But instead of getting a 1-star for this, why don't the cops just pull you over for a warning? I mean, there were times where I would just reverse and slightly graze a car and the cops would be on my back. Or you could just pay for the damages rather than just arresting you and interrupting the damn game. Number 7, empire building and properties. Now when I first saw this in Vice City Stories, I absolutely loved it. Kinda reminded me of the old Godfather games, which I absolutely loved. P.S. If anyone remembers those games, you are a star in my eyes. But the idea of going to mansions and high value properties and perhaps starting a war to take them over would be pretty awesome. Or if you ain't into that, then having a property purchasing system where you can purchase buildings and use them as safe houses, little similar to the previous game. Now, I know we really are getting into the realms of The Sims here, but GTA is all about power, control, and, well, money. So why not either have a system where you can purchase property or just downright find areas that are owned by gangs or cartels and take control of it? This would be a pretty sweet addition again, and I personally consider game size and replayability when it comes to video games. Yes, storyline is important, but when I play a game, especially Grand Theft Auto, I want to come back to it and play it over and over and over. So there you have it, my list. I'm sure you guys will either agree or disagree or strongly disagree with one or more of these, but I thought I'd hear your thoughts. I'd be quite keen to hear your thoughts. Since the game is quite some time away, having forums and videos are a great place to engage and keep the excitement there. So let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. And if you haven't seen, I actually expand on character creation and gyms. Yes, gyms in another video altogether. So go and check that out if you got some time. And if you are feeling super generous today, consider subscribing. I'll see you on the other side, folks.